What's good, gamers? Shine here. Well, and welcome to That's News Court and Shine, your semi-weekly yearly news show created by me, Shine Zero. Today we have a bunch of brand new news stories that pertain to the Mecha variety and a bunch of other smaller stories to cover, and that are going to be really big. These are like really big, groundbreaking changes that we're just gonna jump right into it. Story number one. All right, we're back now. Basically. Okay, if you remember the last News Court and Shine, I think it was the last one, like 5 ago. You know, I talked about the new Getter Robo anime, Getter Robo Arc. Well, last night, a brand new trailer came out showing brand new animation. Now, I know before in the original trailer, the original video I made, I was a little critical of Getter Robo's CG animation, saying that it looked weird. I said that it looked weird, and I said it looked a little weird, it didn't look right, and I was like, I don't know about that 3D animation. I'm hyped for Getter Robo, I don't know about that. But during this new trailer, they completely took my fears, threw it out the window, and said, boy, you better take that back. So because in this new trailer, the CG animation has just been completely redone. Like, it's basically, if you're familiar with Gundam The Origin, the animation for the mechs look just like that. Or similar. And they've done a really good job of blending the cell shading animation with the animated background. It looks really good. Like the Getter Robos, like in this screenshot here, I have Shin Dragon. Shin Dragon looks really good, and we have that new, and we have the other scene where Getter Robo Arc is combining. That scene looks a little more. Some people pointed out that scene looks a little more well done and well defined, which it does look a lot better. We also had the treat that this intro, not just the original Getter Robo song, but we also have Storm from Neo Getter Robo versus Shin Getter Robo. So they've also brought back another song from different OVA, because before they had the first song from Getter Robo Armageddon, but now we have the intro from Getter Robo versus Neo Getter Robo versus Shin Getter Robo, which is Storm, which is a really cool. Like, I even made a comment that if they use Dragon from new Getter Robo, that I would lose it. You know, it's crazy. Like, the animation looks good. Getter Robo Arc himself with the new reworked animation looks amazing. He looks great. Like the blending of the animation looks a lot better now. Character design look good, and everything else looks all right. And it just looks really good. Like the animation looks a lot better now, and I'm very happy that they, you know, reworked a lot of the stuff, and it makes it look a lot better. So I'm very excited for Getter Robo Arc. I'm excited to see if they include any other Getter Robo songs, because the fact that Storm was there was a brand new version of Storm is there, and it's wild. But it's not just that for Getter Robo. We also just got the announcement that there's going to be a brand new high grade Getter Robo Arc model kit coming sometime during the airing of this anime. Also, we have the date for this anime. This anime will air in July. They didn't give a specific date, but they said in July. So we will see Getter Robo around the same time we see Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S. So that's going to be really interesting. So other than that, there's not really much else to say. Obviously, Project Jam is going to be doing the music for the majority of this anime. So hey, get hype. Next story. Then again, they've always done most of the music for most of the Getter Robos, so it's like for the last couple of ones, so yeah, makes sense. Anyway, next story. In one of the most biggest shocking things of all time, it has finally happened, guys. Macross, as everyone has known it in Japan, is finally coming over to internationally. You're probably like, what? That doesn't make sense, Shine. That can't happen. You know, Harmony Gold still has the rights. Not anymore. Last night, around it was the 8th for me, but on this post it's the 9th. Harmony Gold and Big West, the current holder of, I think the current licensing holder of Macross, have finally come to an agreement to where Macross and Robotech can coexist. So, which means you're probably like, you know, some people are like Robotech, some people like Macross. Like, most people are like, what does this mean? It means that we can both have Macross anime plus Robotech anime, Robotech separately, and without them interfering with each other. Because if you don't know, for the last, I want to say 20 years, there's been a legal dispute between Harmony Gold and Big West, to where Harmony Gold would basically block anytime a Macross anime tried to come over to the West. Harmony Gold would block it, and everyone, it was just the most irritating thing. Which there's a reason that part of the community really does not like Harmony Gold, and I understand because I wasn't too fond of it because they just kept holding on to Macross, the original anime, the original Macross, like Super Dimension Macross, the original anime, because they had a little weird legal dispute with Tatsunoko because they gave him the rights back then, but then it's like, wait, did they actually give him the rights? And it's just been this, I'd say probably 20-year, 30-year legal dispute. And then I know last year there was a bid where they were going to lose the license, but then they got it back and everyone got sad because they were like, God dang it, we just want our Macross. But now we're getting our Macross movie. So what this thing is, so it's basically an agreement between Big West. I keep saying Tatsunoko. It's basically an agreement between Big West and Harmony Gold, to where we will be able to get our Robotech. So we will be able to get, you will get all the Macross. So, other animes like Macross Frontier, other animes like Macross You Remember Love, Macross, all the other Macross stuff. We may be able to get those movies and other anime, because there's like a ton of Macross anime that we haven't been able to get officially. Obviously there's ways to watch the anime if you can't get it officially, the same way there's ways to watch Tokusatsu if you can't get it officially. But now you're going to be able to officially be able to, when they bring them over, you'll be able to do this. But this agreement is very much a big deal. It's a very big deal that we're now going to get Macross and Robotech. So Robotech also, if you don't know, Harmony Gold's making a live action Robotech movie, which I don't know, there's not really many details on that one. I don't really care too much about that. All I really care is that I get my Macross back, because there's like a bunch of Macross anime everybody wants to watch, like Frontier and a couple other ones. Obviously you could probably watch those now, but it's cool that people are going to be able to get them over here. Maybe we'll be able to work out some disputes so we can finally get some Super Robo War games over here and other things. If this could happen, I guess we can get anything. So this is a very big deal. Also, on top of that, we also now have a Big West, Macross Big West Twitter, which this Twitter will be in charge of tweeting out Macross news. So if you're interested in Macross news, you can now follow the Big West Twitter, which has all the the different Macross logos, from Macross Plus, which I've seen, all the way to Macross Flashback 2012, which I've also seen, and Macross Zero, Macross Frontier, and all the other Macrosses. So if you're in the Macross, hit the official Macross Big West Twitter, the Macross Big West Twitter, hit it up and follow them, because I already followed them. Obviously I have notifications turned on, and it's pretty hype. So that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else to cover. Just the bottom line is, if you take away anything from this, Macross is more Macross anime that we didn't get over here officially is coming, and Robotech will not interfere with Macross anymore. So hey, pretty good. Next story. Anyway, if you like this video, don't forget to comment and subscribe. If you have any news stories you want to send me, use the hashtag #That'sNewsCornShine. I'm sorry this one's a little short, but hey, that's just how it is sometimes. There's not many big news stories. Like the Getter Robo and the Macross thing and Robotech thing was very huge. So that's basically it. But anyway, this has been your host, Shine07, and goodbye.